Deere 620RX right there.
You got the equipment sitting around here. Holy shit.
Wow. Well, I don't know if that one, it's that one got the intermeshing rolls or is that one the opposed rolls. And this one, you know, they both got row suns. I don't think we would have a problem putting the Devastators on with the header trailer that we've got. That one came from Castonia's. That one covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they ran 2 3 rows and a 2 row. Wow. 40-foot draper. Yeah, this is gonna be fun to pick corn with. Holy crap. If it didn't have that dip in it, it probably would fit, but that's gonna be tight. Just go straight. Hey guys, welcome back to Werner Farms. So for those of you that guessed that we bought a 12-row corn head, you guys were right. Back in January, we bought a 2012 John Deere 612C corn head from our local John Deere dealer, Greenmark Equipment. The reason why it has a Howard & Son sticker on it is because this head was sold by them at the time. And currently now they were bought out in 2013, I believe, by Greenmark Equipment. So now they are known as Greenmark Equipment. So those of you down in that area probably remember the Howard & Sons store. This is a non-folding head, obviously. The folding heads didn't come out till 2016. This is a non-Stockmaster head also. We do not like the Stockmaster heads. We just don't like the stalks that it leaves standing. We prefer running just the rolls, and more specifically, this has the intermeshing rolls, so we really like how that will explode the top of the stalk and have a little bit better residue management, I feel, than the what a Stockmaster head would. So this does have row sense, as you can see, so we will be able to run auto steer with the corn head. We had an 893 before, an 8-row, if you guys didn't know that. We weren't able to run, obviously, auto steer on that, so now with this head we have the option to run auto steer, and more than likely we will, because it has row sense, and why not? With the 2012 starting that year, with the 600 series, they went from oil to grease in the gearboxes. This year specifically has heavier duty sprockets still than the newer heads from 2013 and then on. The 2013 and newer heads have, I believe, smaller sprockets from what we hear, and the 2012s have the heavy duty large sprockets on them, so we're glad that it has the heavy duty sprockets on them, or the larger sprockets than what the newer heads have. So this does have stock stompers. As you can see, it has a few of them in the head right now. It has stock stompers on all the rows. The reason why they took the middle rows off is just because they took them off for transport, I guess, and I guess these are NDY, I believe. NDY manufacturing, I believe. These will be for sale, so if you guys absolutely want them, comment down below and or email me. I'll have my email address down below, and you can email me, and we'll get in touch. But right now, we don't plan on taking them off just yet, because we're not going to be really doing anything in regards to this head yet. Because really, we haven't even turned a wheel yet out in the field. It's the first week of April, and guys are just now putting on pre-plant and hydrous. So, and we don't do that. We do all side dressing in the summer around late May, early June. So, but that's pretty much it for this head. Yeah, it's a 2012, so it's used. Obviously, we weren't planning on buying anything new. In regards to our 35 foot McDonald's sitting right there, as you can see, that is a 2011 FD70 Flex Draper. What we plan on doing with that, not entirely sure yet. We haven't decided if we're going to go to a 40 or even a 45, because this bad boy right here can handle a 45 easily. We're not entirely sure yet. We're still thinking about it. Obviously, sometime before summer we'll figure something out, because our issue is right now, and that's why it's still sitting on the combine right now, the corn head. That's our old header trailer we used to haul our 8-row on. Really, we never needed to haul it from field to field because it was 20 feet wide, and we could just road the thing with the combine. Well, with the head supports there, as you can see, it's not wide enough with that dip down there for the bar, or for that tube. The head can't fit on there. So for temporary purposes, we're going to jerry rig something up and weld a couple tubes of steel on there and put some supports on there to put the 12-row on. Yes, I know that is meant for an 8-row or smaller head. At this time, like I said, we are still considering possibly getting rid of our 35 foot and going to a 40 or even 45 foot. More than likely a McDon, possibly a John Deere. We're not ruling the John Deere heads out if you can find a good deal, if we can find a good deal on either or brand. So, what we would do if we traded that head, that is on a 35 foot, yeah, I believe a 35 or even a 38 foot header cart. And we would keep that, put the 12-row on that head cart, and obviously buy a larger head cart for a 40 or even a 45 foot header, depending on what we decide to run. So that is the plan for that head cart. Regardless, if we do not trade that 35 off, which it's still up in the air, we will modify that head so we can at least put the 12-row on that head and put it back in the barn where we store the corn head right now. Okay, talking about the 690. Obviously, they do not have the kit done because it's back, and the sieves and the chaffer are out of it. So that's on order right now. That's not going to be available till May 31st. So hopefully they will have this combine ready to go before wheat harvest. We hope. A lot of guys are asking me about the boot, the auger boot on the unload auger. Yes, our plan is to update that eventually. I believe you gain what, an extra 9 inches of reach on an auger by adding that, and plus. These auger boots aren't, these original styled, or this styled of auger boot isn't really designed well for the high capacity unload, so we will be updating that. Some guys said to unbolt that extra wear flap there and kind of make it look like the newer styled. I've had mixed reviews from that situation. Most guys just recommend going to the newer boot. So we just plan on going to the newer boot eventually, before wheat harvest here. So, soon this thing will probably get backed out of here, and I will add something pretty cool to it that I think you guys would find pretty exciting. So eventually here, we'll pick that up from John Deere, and, I'll end up putting that in there. So you guys will have to stay tuned to find out what exactly that will be. So, but anyways, we bought a 12-row. 30 feet of corn. I can't believe that. We ran a 8-row wide at one time. That was 24 feet wide. I was not around at the time. That was well before my time, before I was born, when we ran an 8-row wide. But that was at the time the largest head width-wise we ever ran for corn. And now we have a 12-row. Reason why we didn't get a 16, no reason to run a 16 for our operation. We don't have a large enough storage capacity. We don't have enough trucks. We don't have a large enough grain cart. You guys could say the same thing about a 12-row, but I feel with a 12-row, and so does everybody else I've talked to that run 12s, we should be easily fine. We don't plan on running hard, obviously, in corn. I mean, obviously, with a 12-row, you could run 8 mile an hour in corn, especially with a 690. But we just plan on running, our normal speed, 5.5, 6 mile an hour. So eventually, we will get a larger cart. That is, with the extensions on it, roughly just shy of 1,000 bushel. Next cart, for sure, what we will get is a 1,300 bushel cart. That's, for now, what we're going to be using is still our same green cart. You guys were asking me about whether we were going to update that this year or not. No, we don't plan on doing anything with that for probably 2 years yet. So eventually I will do an equipment tour, because all you guys are excited what's on the other side of the shed yet. I will do a equipment tour here probably by the end of April, probably, depending on what's going on. As far as the office goes, you guys are really excited about that. We're getting concrete poured tomorrow, more or less, all of it. Possibly all of it. I'm not sure what his schedule is on getting if he's going to pour it all tomorrow or not. Walls are painted. Pretty well have the bathroom finished up. Cabinets came. So you guys will see an update on that, probably not next week, but the week after. So you guys can look forward to a video on that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. We bought a 12-row. So you guys can look forward this fall to seeing this thing in action with the 12-row and possibly a larger draper. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys.